How's it going, everyone? Today I wanted to show you a really cool agave that I've been growing now for a long time, and I've grown a couple different cultivars of it and a few different genetics. But it's a really valuable cactus, I believe, for California for a lot of reasons. This is the agave that they call amole in Mexico. It's actually got a really large range from the northern part of Mexico into the central part of Mexico, where I'm from in Jalisco, and it's native to Jalisco. So it's native to lots of states, but um, here in California, it's a really good agave because it has a lot of potential to be dry farmed. So here, off 2 inches of rain, we're dry farming them just off whatever comes out in the rain. And you know, these agaves are sometimes able to mature in sometimes as low as 4 years. Sometimes they may take up to 7 or 8 years, right? This one here is about a 2.5 year plant, and it's already starting to form a decent pina. And the pina sizes on them, sometimes, I've seen them as little as only, you know, uh, 35, 40 pounds, and sometimes I've seen them as big as, over 120 pounds. So the genetic diversity, there's a lot of it going around different places in California, right? So I'm really interested in trying all of those for different reasons. But I've gotten this one here is actually from my buddy Jurassic Palms down in San Diego through the Mad Potter Nursery. He sold me these, and they've excelled here. They don't really need much irrigation. Some of them grow fairly quickly, as I mentioned, comparable to an Agave Tequiliana, just for much less water. And why is this amole really famous in Mexico? Well, it's one of the high saponin agaves. Think Jabali is one of these high saponin agaves too. And these are actually a lot of the flavors that I really love behind agave spirits made out of Jabali, right? So when I wanted to explore a spirit, I wanted something that was native from where I was born in Jalisco, and something that was high in saponins. And Agave Vilmoriniana, which is the scientific name for this agave, actually fit that bill. And these saponins can be used to make soaps and detergents. And now is starting to be researched for different applications in the biomedical fields. Some research in saponins fighting and treating cancer, and this is an agave that's really high in saponins. So I boil it down to this for California farmers. You can dry farm this agave. You can grow it pretty quickly, and it also can sell very well into the landscaping. You can make all types of saponin products with it that you can retail, but you can also, I think the real big potential in this is going to be finding biomedical applications for these high saponin chemicals, or for these saponin chemicals. And they are, many of them, anti-inflammatory, and various different health benefits behind them, right? So if we could find a way to put that into a product for people, then this agave would be very, very valuable for the health sector, and people would want to grow a lot of it. But I also call it the triple threat agave, so it's able to make you a good amount of money, because off the bloom you get bulbs, you get seed, and at the end of its life, sometimes it even gives some bulbs. So it's an agave that I've even gotten up to 15,000 bulbs off one bloom. So it's very reproductive. But yeah, it holds a lot of potential for the state, this Agave Vilmoriniana.
Steve, I was going to ask, what are some common issues, if any, that you've
Yeah.
had with this plant?
Well, the biggest issue with Agave Vilmoriniana that I've seen is actually in the distillation stage. So when I was talking with my family in Mexico, my grandpa had told me that they distilled it and it was native around the town that I was born, and I would walk around it and see them. Um, but when I asked modern day people in my town if they had distilled them, they told me it was impossible because of the high saponins. And a lot of people I know, when they began distilling Habali, believed the same thing. So I kind of, to kind of prove that it wasn't impossible, have utilized it in lots of different ways, including distilling it and making wine from the pinas. And Yeah, the biggest challenge is during the processing or the distillation stage, those saponins cause you lots of issues and can actually cause high pressure buildup in your stills. And you have to completely treat the agave as almost a different plant. So you have to build custom equipment to be able to work it. So it actually isn't an impossible agave to work. It's just that they didn't have the equipment customized to be able to work it. So now we've pretty much gotten over that hump, and it should be an agave that people can utilize relatively easily on the distillation side.